I said fuck Xbox, fuck all these Xbox, fuck every Xbox their channel. Won't give a damn. It's PlayStation for life. You don't get it? Let's get it. Let's do this. Let's do this, my ponies. Let's go to war. What? Say what? Yeah. I say I double tip on The Last of Us. Woo. Yeah, I double tip on the director's cuts. Woo. Double tip on every damn release. Damn right. Yeah, Jim Ryan is my motherfucking boss. Yo, and we don't care about no layoffs. Yeah, all the shine are gonna keep it on the low. Shh. We've been sucking on every damn toe. Yum. Because Sony PlayStation gets the love. Yeah, so all hell Sony, we be your ponies. You can take my wife, you can take my money. I'm obsessed with the God of War. Yeah, all my ponies ready to go to war. Blue PlayStation high, all over my head. Pentimetal PS5, 120 FPS. Blue team is the set, throw it up. I never had sex, I only care about sales. I said what I said. Woo! Only PlayStation gets my love. Only Sony gets my love. The love, pony love. Only PlayStation gets my love. Only Sony gets my love. The love, pony love. Only PlayStation gets my love. Only Sony gets my love. Thug love, pony love. Yeah. I see you Xbox. I see you playing on Game Pass for free. Nah, man, we don't do that over here. We pay $70 a game. Yeah, you Xbox be broke. You so stupid, so goofy. Fuck you, Demo Flow. Fuck you. Like and subscribe. Yeah, if you wanna see me more on Demo Flow Gaming channel. Fuck this dude, I'ma pop in the shot every time. Yeah, but I'm here to show my pony love. And you with it? Say what? Okay, we're live. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Demo Flow Gaming Show, where I share my passion for gaming and keep you informed of everything that's going on with the Xbox ecosystem, Sony PlayStation, Nintendo, Steam, Epic, all of gaming, because shit is getting wild, dude. Happy Friday, and I hope y'all have a wonderful holidays. Thanksgiving for me was amazing. I got to spend some time with the family. That's very important. And I also got to spend some time playing games. Yeah, I did play a lot of games during this Thanksgiving. It was a most beautiful thing. So thank you guys for coming through. Hit the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Man, let's get it going, because, I mean, it's been a crazy couple of weeks. And, I did this, though. I stayed away from Twitter since I think it was like a couple of days before Thanksgiving or something was my last post saying Happy Thanksgiving and whatnot. And then after that, I sort of like disappeared from Twitter and all of the, social media in general. I would just be watching stuff on YouTube or Netflix with the family, stuff like that. But basically just went away from everything that was going on in social media, because I feel like I didn't want to spoil my holidays. I feel like, I'd rather spend my free time playing games and, enjoying it with my family than, finding out what the hell is going on with gaming and all of that. And I feel like, okay, yeah, I catch up later. So that's why I was away from all of that, man. And, I just had an amazing time. I got to play a lot of games. And, spend a lot of hours gaming, a lot of like Call of Duty, as you can see back in the background. I play a lot of Call of Duty, all the modes. I played the campaign, I played the end game, I played the zombies, a lot of multiplayer mainly. I completed the event. It was actually amazing. I actually completed everything, got the camo and all that. So super excited for the season, the Call of Duty that started yesterday. It was pretty cool too, at the beginning of the season, seeing the new maps. I still got yet to actually play on them, but I actually went into like a private match and I checked them out.
and they all look pretty good, man. So yeah, let's get going, man. Let's start gaming. So I see you down there, shop, man. Let's get it. We got Power Boss here at 4:32 in the morning. I don't know if he's gonna make it, to be honest with you. Now, by the way, guys, you have two formats for the stream. You got the vertical format, and you also get the original YouTube live stream format for your convenience. In addition, the show is also available on Kick, Twitch, YouTube, and I will add more streaming services, for your convenience for all of those who utilize Rumble. And all these other streaming services or whatever. But anyways, man, it's being super dry here in the channel. I'm gonna keep it real. Is because like I had time these holidays, and I had the choice: either I make content or play games. And I'm usually very short in time because I have a kid now. He's growing up. He's at the point that he's walking around, touching everything. So you just gotta watch him 24/7 so he doesn't kill himself, because this is what toddlers do. And he's at that point that is becoming harder and harder to take time away from my son to go ahead and you know upload content. But I'll be back, definitely uploading more content. Just need to find the right pacing for me. So I just want you guys to understand that this is like the holidays is a very complicated time now for me. Before, when I didn't have my kid, bro, I was uploading 2 videos a week. But now I can even upload 1 video a week because it takes a whole lot of work, and it's not sustainable for me at the moment. So definitely gonna be dropping a lot of content, a lot more live streams. But that's the other thing. Sometimes I want to go live and hang out with y'all, but damn, so check come up. Most of the times when I'm playing, you see here during the gameplay, my character stays idle and it's not doing anything. It's just because like something came up, I had to go help, or I had to go get my son for a little bit. So it's just like I don't really get like 3-4 hours to myself like that I uninterrupted. And that's why it is extremely fun. Extremely hard for me to drop content like I used to. But Six Layer in the house as well. Good morning, gamers. Yeah, Power Balls, by the way, at 4:32 in the morning, he was up, but now he's not here. Obviously, he was up playing games. We all know. And we got Adidas 20 member for 20 months, guys. God damn it. 20 months. Wow. Time really flies, dude. Yeah, salute, man. Salute to you. Pleasure to have you as a member of my community for 20 months, man. That's super dope. Really appreciate you guys. We got Lycos45 in the house as well. What's up, demo on chat? What's going on, player? Looking good. I love seeing this every time. You're talking about the intro, hell yeah, man. Yeah. I got something cooking too, but it's again calming down everything to time constraints and restraints that I had now with time is so limited for me, guys. We got Noble Ball 360 in the house. What's up? What's up? What's going on, player? And we got Six Layer as well saying, been playing Marvel Cosmic Invasion. Thanks, Game Pass. I've been playing that too. I actually checked it out. I have some gameplay in there as well. Lycos 45 saying Call of Duty is still on top. Let's go. Yeah, man. I see you playing Halo Infinite as well, man. You've been putting in work with Halo. Shout out to you, man. A lot of I don't know if you've seen this too, but the Halo Master Chief Collection seen like it peaking players again. Like, yeah, they actually had like about 15,000 concurrent players, on Steam only. Not to mention, Xbox and all that. So that's good for a game that came out a bunch of years ago. So I think that's pretty good for Halo in general as well. Lycos 45 saying, hope things ease up for you then. Well, yeah, I really do, man, because it's getting hectic. But eventually when my kids start going to school and stuff, like everything is gonna, come back to normal. But the thing is, man, like YouTube has this thing that when they want you to upload 2 videos a week. Like if you don't do that, you're not gonna increase your subscribers. Your channel is literally gonna be shadow banned or something, because they want you to be 24/7 pouring content into the channel. And I think that's good too, to actually like prioritize the people who actually drop a lot of content. But it's also like hard for content creators like me that don't do this full time to come through and actually, get followers, get new subscribers and stuff. But you already know, man. I'm gonna be dropping some fire content, so stay tuned, man. Space Shot in the house as well, saying, "What's up, demo?" I always like how you call it as you see it and include chat's opinions with respect, even if they disagree. Man, I appreciate that, man. I want to. I don't know, like I feel like the gaming community sometimes we think that our opinion is the best and what matters. For example, we got this guy, I think is like Rhino from Twitter. And the other day he posted something that really pissed me off a little bit. And it wasn't like no console war shit. And maybe I can find the tweet that he did, but it's just shit like this that I don't like. Let me see. Yeah, this guy right here. Let me go ahead and try to see if I find this stuff. But we got some very, very, very juicy news to go over today. But this guy posts a lot, so it's gonna be kind of hard for me to find it. But let me go ahead and give it a shot while I do the show by myself because Power Boss is not here. Let me check it out. What is this damn post? I should have retweeted it, but I don't know what happened. I think that I was about to retweet it and like sort of like give my opinion on what I thought. But here's what I think, man. Some of the people believe that they right and everything else is wrong. And and that's the wrong approach to life because I could be wrong. I'm not perfect. But some people, like gamers, take everything out of proportions. They're super dramatic, and it's just like kind of whack how they, react to things, to changes, right? And that's why I call this episode changes because the gaming industry is seeing a lot of changes, and we're seeing even new players coming into play. We got freaking Netflix buying WB. I don't know what's going on with the gaming studio, but that's one of the gaming news that we have. Uh, Netflix buying, acquiring, you know, WB, and we know they have gaming studios as well. So we're gonna look into it. We're gonna go deeper and see what's going on with the studios as well. Boy, I mean, who would have thought that Netflix was gonna be interested in gaming? But if you go to Netflix on your TV or your mobile or whatever, you can see that now they have games in there. So that's kind of funny. And also, even YouTube got games in there. They might not be the best games, no triple A, no whatever. But look, it's crazy that now when I remember back in the day that gaming wasn't cool. That if you play games and you had that, like I don't know, maybe back in a dating website or something, you had like or your Instagram or Facebook profile or something, you had like something like I'm a gamer or something. People would definitely hate on you and be like, bro, you play games, ain't you a little bit old for that? There was so much stigma around gaming back in the day, but all of that is changing. The only thing that is not changing is what people think, and the way that people think, and sometimes like they just think they always right. Like some people say, like, okay, shooters are trash, for example, and they'll be like, shooters are trash, so you play Call of Duty or you play is this and that. But I'm like, okay, they might be bad for you, but they might be good for somebody else. Maybe someone else likes to play these shooters. Someone else like to play these games, and the numbers do not lie. You can see that a lot of people are into shooters, and the same thing goes for games like RPGs. Like people who play shooters be talking about like, oh, turn-based RPGs are trash. And as a person who's a open-minded gamer, that I play a lot of different games, and not only the games that I usually like I don't know, Mortal Kombat, Gears, Call of Duty, Halo. That's my staple games that I know that everybody knows that I love. But I also try new stuff out, and that makes me realize that it's just a matter of taste and a matter of mood, because sometimes I'm in the mood to play something like, for example, Expedition 33. So sometimes I want to play something like that, super chill. I want to get into a story. I just want to relax. Some other times I just want to jump into a multiplayer match and teabag my enemies. You know, and I think the variety is very important in gaming because I feel like sometimes people just want every game to be the same, but at the same time they want these developers to innovate, but they won't allow them to do anything new to a franchise. For example, Halo, when Sprint was introduced in Halo 4, everybody cried about it. They didn't want Halo to have Sprint. That's just one example. We got other games like, I don't know, like maybe Gears 5. You can take you can also talk about like people didn't like how fast everything moved in Gear 5 and how the movement was like so crazy, like ball bouncing, like it was like, non-stop and shit like that. Somebody didn't appreciate that. Some people didn't like it, but some other people did. And it's just like you have to give these developers a room to go ahead and experiment. Like I would say the Call of Duty campaign is not good, but I'll consider that an experiment or something like, okay, let's try to do something new. Let's try to do a twist on this so it is not the same shit every year. And people still complain. That doesn't mean that I'm defending them here saying that the campaign is good, because it is really not that good. But at the same time, it's like, bro, but also like, what if they do another war type shit? It'll be like Saving Private Ryan for the 10th time, right? And that's where I'm at right now. I believe the gamers in general are just insufferable at the moment, man. It's just crazy. Well, I couldn't find the post, but anyways, the guy was trying to say that he hoped that games like Call of Duty, Halo, let's say shooters in general, open worlds disappear. He want every game to be back to, I think it was a Vanquish post. I think maybe I can find it if I go in and look into his post for Vanquish, because I remember it was Vanquish. He wanted every game to be like Vanquish. I'm gonna show you the tweet though. I'm gonna find it. Um, da, 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 da. Okay, yeah, I found the tweet here. I'm gonna show you guys, man. This is freaking insane that you said something like this. So Rhino, he's a pony or whatever, but he posts about fun gaming stuff. He has a lot of questions and loves to interact with his community. Has a big community or whatever. Nothing against the guy, but bro, when you have opinions like this, I have to hard disagree with you. And he say, I really want video games like Vanquish to come back strong and replace. Look, it's a strong word. Replace open world games, Souls likes, and live service shooters. I mean, this is literally what the gaming industry is living off right now. Souls likes, like Elden Ring and the new DLC that they have, I forgot the name, Eldraine or something. I forgot, but whatever. That's a huge community of people who love Souls game. I don't even like Souls game. Matter of fact, I despise them. I see a game like, for example, a game like Wu Shang. I was super excited to try out Wu Shang, but what happened? It turned out that it was a Souls game. So I tried it because I'm an open-minded gamer, but then I realized that it's not for me. I don't really have the time to go ahead and learn boss patterns like that and get so into like a Souls-like genre, because that's not my cup of tea. Now I will play something like Devil May Cry. I will play something like Ninja Gaiden. That's more into the games that I like, but that doesn't mean that I'm gonna say I wish that Elden Ring didn't existed, and I wish that Elden Ring gets replaced by games that I like more. That's something that's totally wrong. And open world games, dude, like come on, GTA, games like Assassin's Creed. As much as you hate Assassin's Creed, like we need Assassin's Creed games. Those are like games that you look forward to every freaking year. Blockbuster games that are like, okay, they might have good and they might have bad years, but at the end of the day, it's just content and games for you to play for. No game needs to replace other games when you have the choice to not play that game. Because a lot of people say like, oh, fuck Call of Duty or something. And I'm like, okay, just don't play. That's it. You got the choice. You can ignore YouTube content, TikTok, social media content related to the games that you don't like. You can ignore it and you can also ignore that the game existed because there's plenty of games out there that you can play that you don't only have to play that one type of game. So, but saying like that you want every game to be like Vanquish, it's just like crazy because even though I like Vanquish and I think it's one of the best games ever made and it's extremely underrated, I don't think that you want every game to be the same. But like, it's just like eating. I love fucking rice, beans. You know what I'm saying? I like, what is it like called? Vaca frita and tostones, but I don't want to eat that shit every day. It's something that you like, of course. It's like comfort food and stuff, but it's not something that you want to do every day because then what happens? It becomes boring, it becomes stale, it becomes more of the same. So I feel like variety in games is what is. I really, 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 really like, when when things are different, dude. Like why every game has to be the same? That's insane. But anyways, guys, let me see what you guys saying here in the chat, and let's get into our first topic while we wait for Power Boss and stuff. Jules in the house saying 2000 for me was the perfect time for gaming, and that's another thing that I would like to touch on. A lot of people say, check this out, that gaming back in the day was better than now. And look, I had this conversation with my brother-in-law. Shout out to him. The other day, he's a younger dude, right? He's on his early 20s. So of course, he's gonna think that the games back in the day, based on what he hears and everything, was better because he only experienced these newer type of gaming. But I remember back in the day, for example, you had a game, one of my favorite games of all time, Battlefield 3. And I remember that game didn't receive updates for months. I remember it had like three DLCs in its whole life cycles. It had like one DLC called Close Quarters there was like 4 maps. And it had another DLC later on that it was like bigger maps, and it was like 3 maps or something like that. So you get in the whole life cycle of the game like Battlefield that it lasted like, I think Battlefield 3 came out in 2009 or something, all the way to 2012 or something when Battlefield 4 came out. You only had 2 DLC packs. And it's like, that's something that we had to deal from back in the day. And also, you get no patches like you get now, that you get a bug in a game, and immediately these devs, like, it might take them a week, it might take them a month or something, but they fix it right up, or at least they do their best and get the games in a better state than it was before. Look at games like Starfield. Like if you play Starfield now, is a totally different game from what it was when it first came out. Or games like, for example, Halo Infinite. You can say whatever you want about Halo Infinite, but if you go ahead and play Halo Infinite now, it's in a much better state. Everything is more stable, game is running well, and you got plenty of content. And that's only possible due to modern gaming. Those are things that we didn't get back in the day, like tutorials. Like we didn't even get tutorials back in the day. I come from playing in the family gaming console in the early 90s, and there was no tutorials. Our games were bugged out, and they were extremely hard and inaccessible to many people with like disabilities and shit. So I feel like in that aspect, gaming has improved a lot. Now you got like adaptive controllers for people who have like physical conditions. Now you have things like you like Doom, the Dark Ages. He can slow down the gameplay so you can play slower. You have cognitive problems, so it's more accessible now than it was before. And the games are honestly gotten better as well. It's just like, the thing is like, it's a cultural thing that's going on in gaming, that they want to put some stuff in there that we never had that before, right? Like, for example, Call of Duty, the newest skins, like, the females, they're like very flat. Like, and I'm like, okay, I'm not asking for Stellar Blade level of jams, but come on, give some shape to to a body of a woman so that we know it's a woman. That's all I'm asking for. And that those are the things that are making game worse now or bad now. But for the most part, like getting updates, constantly getting patches and all that. I feel like gaming now is in a, and also the connection playing online, bro. Like, bro, I remember rubber banding back in the day, and the connections were terrible playing the original Gears of War. Playing Mortal Kombat 9, it was one of the worst experiences that I ever had, and I love that game. I had thousands of hours playing Mortal Kombat 9, but goddamn, the connection was so terrible that sometimes you had to, like, the homies that were local will go to each other crib to play, even though we had online connection and all of that. We had to go to our cribs to play and do play online, which was awesome. It brings us together to one place, but at the same time, it's like inconvenient. Why if I didn't have gas money, or what if my car was broke down? What if it was raining or something? And it's just like gaming is so convenient and accessible right now that it's hard to say which one was better. I remember those memories that I had back in the day playing video games dearly. I remember my first experience playing video games, that I can really say, okay, I was playing for real. It was me and my cousin going to my neighbor's house, renting her family gaming console for an hour. I think it was like for $10 Cuban pesos or something. And we were playing that shit on black and white TV, bro. It was a black and white TV. And the funny thing is, like, it had no audio. That was gaming back in the day, bro. Like, you guys never seen that shit, but like, we had no audio. I had my cousin next to me, making all the sound effects because we had no audio. So we had to like invent ourselves our own sounds when playing games. And the funny thing is that we were even renting that shit, like going to this person house who had like a console that they rented, per hour to play games. So if you think about it, gaming now, like you got 4K resolution, 1440p, you got different ways that you got like the VR. Now you got like you can play on the cloud, you can play in your phone, you can play, in the tablet, and it's like, bro, kids don't even care right now. Like I went to my auntie's house last night to pick up something. She called me, come get some, like I have something for the baby or whatever, come pick it up. I stopped by, hung out with them for a little bit last night. My little cousins, they are playing, dude, in the freaking tablet, Roblox. Oh, it's an event in Roblox, and I need to do like Roblox, like, and it's like the game looks like ass. They don't care, and it's like everything is so different right now. But I mean, yeah, you can feel how you feel, and obviously that's, their opinion can change. But I will argue that gaming now compared to what the shit that I've been through, like blowing up cartridges, like all that shit. Remember that shit in the Super Nintendo and the Sega? You had to blow the cartridge because the shit wouldn't read it. Then you had the PlayStation 1 that was also terrible when you get a scratch in your CD, your game got stuck in that one part, or it would like skip. It was terrible, man. And things got better, started getting better with the 360 and PlayStation 3. And then, the console generation started getting better and better. And now we're at a point that it's kind of stale because it's sort of hard for them to push further into like, graphics and shit like that because of the cost of hardware and everything. But now it feels like, they like this year, 2025, honestly, it's been like one of the best years that I can remember when it comes to gaming. In only one year, we got Doom, we got Outer Worlds 2, we got freaking a new Assassin's Creed, Ghost of Yote came out, we got Death Stranding, we got Expedition 33, we got freaking what was this other Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, which is an amazing game and a top year game of the year contender for me. And Avowed, and like you can go ahead and all these indie games as well, like Silsong. We got Hades 2, and the list goes on and on of the amazing games that we got to enjoy this year. I'm hoping that 2026 can keep up with this. and I think it will because we also got GTA coming, and man, GTA is a behemoth of a game, and I know a lot of people are going to criticize it, a lot of people are going to hate it, a lot of people are going to love it, but one thing is for sure, it's going to break the internet, guys. GTA is going to break the internet. So shout out to Space Shot. I think Netflix and YouTube feel that have platforms that could be great streamers, but they aren't heavily invested in it yet. I think that's a problem. They just testing the waters. They're not all in. Do you know what happened to Google? And how they pulled out of gaming because gaming was a very expensive business for them, and that's what they pulled out. They were like, you know what, we're not ready to invest in gaming as heavy as Microsoft is, especially after the acquisition with ABK acquisition. Jules saying, I remember the times playing my DS and now I have a PS5 and Steam Deck. Yeah, Nintendo DS, man, it was fire, man, for what it was. I remember playing that thing too. My little cousin had one too. And she's not even into gaming like that, but I remember how much she loved that Nintendo DS, man. She would take it everywhere. Now she's a grown woman and she doesn't play games or nothing. But I remember like when she was like a teenager, she used to play that, man. That's crazy. I think instead of Netflix does get WB, they're thinking more of a content and the endless original series they can make it with the IP. I don't think of right now they're even thinking about gaming. Yeah, we're gonna get into a Netflix acquisition with WB, but definitely we're gonna be talking about it. I play all kinds of different games, so I tend to enjoy games that do something new instead of same old, same old. Yeah, I agree with that, man. We got King 100. Hi, how you doing, King? I'm that Ninja 617 saying I'd rather Final Fantasy 7 remake over the 1997 version any day. Love how games started out, but having now is at its best. I do agree, man. Like maybe the other one, like when it comes to like the time and the moment that it was released, during that moment could have been more legendary than what Final Fantasy 7 is right now, right? But the fact is, like Final Fantasy 7, you can see the graphics, the improvement from the that the remake have over the original. And a lot of people like the original better, but it's hard to argue that everything gotten worse I don't know, bro. Sometimes guys it's like crazy. Gaming is not its best. I don't know why, bro. And it might be the lack of time, the lack of free time that I have playing games. For playing games, and maybe I feel like I'm yearning more for games. I feel like I want to play this game, but I can play, and that's what I feel like. Maybe I wanted more, but I don't know, man. I've been having a great time with gaming. So let's get it. Let's start with, man. I think this is one of the biggest things that we've seen this week, and it's Steam on PlayStation. And I don't know, I don't know how you guys feel about this, but if you've been here listening to the show throughout months and stuff, we've been saying it like, what is PlayStation going to do next generation to compete with what Xbox is about to do, right? And we are seeing like big players like Xbox trying to expand, right? The way that people game and where they game, try to expand their ecosystem. I see going crazy here in this part of the gameplay because look at how many zombies got into the chasing me. It was crazy. Call of Duty Zombies is actually pretty fun. But anyways, dude, you can tell that the industry is changing by the way that these companies are behaving and the way that these games are going to different platforms and how different it is from what we are used to see. Okay. So there's no way that you can tell me that you ever thought that Helldivers 2, a PlayStation game, was going to come to Xbox. There was no way. Xbox always gets skipped. Like these people do not like Xbox, and they do not want to put the games on Xbox because that's always been their strategy, right? The PlayStation strategy has always been deprive Xbox from these games so that we can sell our console and say that we have more games than Xbox. Okay, so what happened? Xbox got tired of being bullied and was like, you know what? We got with deep pockets. We might as well drop some money on ABK and do a big acquisition and change the tide. They started off with Bethesda, right? Remember when they acquired Bethesda? And then they went for the big boys at ABK. And after that, that was the turning point where everybody realized, oh shit, they're in it to win it. We're fucked. So, what do? Everybody has to adjust, right? Because regardless of how you feel about Xbox, how you feel about Activision, and all of that, one thing is for sure: these motherfuckers are making money. Not that I care, I don't really care about that. All I want is more games. All I want is more accessibility, and all I want is save some money, right? Because at the end of the day, it's my hobby. It's a thing that I want to do in my free time. So what happened after this? Everybody had to adjust. Xbox showed everybody how to make money. And now everybody's like, oh shit, we gotta make money. They're jumping in the bandwagon. And why is that? Well, you can tell. They put Forza on PlayStation along with some other games. And how did Forza do in PlayStation? It did pretty good, right? It was some extra money the Xbox wasn't counting on. Now the other companies started seeing this, and what do you think they're gonna do? They're gonna test the waters as well, which is why you have PlayStation dropping Helldivers on Xbox, PlayStation doing more PC ports, and that's another thing. They're taking PC more into consideration, and that was all after Xbox started porting their games to PC. Now the last player in the roster that don't want to do this is Nintendo. But I promise you guys, Nintendo will freaking fold. I don't care. Nintendo will freaking fold when they start seeing the money, you know, crazy in the mobile. Because I think that's where everything is heading at the end of the day. They want everybody to have access to gaming. And the best way to do that is to bring the games to the players. Everybody has a phone. So imagine if everybody was able to play their games on the phone. Imagine now that they come out with a phone. Check it out. That you're able to connect the phone to your TV or display, whether it be a monitor, whatever, and you're able to play your games from your phone natively, right? Just like you can do with these handhelds, but you are now able to do it with your phone, and everybody is gonna have one because that's the standard, and everybody has a phone. So if that happens, like everybody's gonna try to get their games on the phone. And why is this? Because like it'll come down to like, okay, people won't stop buying consoles, right? People won't stop buying the things that they like. But when there's choice, and there's a lot of money to be made, like why not? And I do believe that everybody learned a little bit from everybody. Like at least PlayStation is learning from Xbox that putting games in different places generates more profit. And at the end of the day, that's good for them and that's good for the gamers. Like the whole thing about I'm gonna sell you a plastic box in which you can only play these games is like super outdated. Like no one cares. Like all you have to do, dog, to realize that none of that shit matters is go to freaking let me see it here. Go to the freaking games that everybody's usually playing all the time. Go to the games. Go to this list right here. I'm gonna share my screen right now. This list right here from the other day. Check it out. This was the weekend in November 22nd. Look at the games that these two ecosystems are playing: the Xbox and the PlayStation. They all playing Fortnite and Call of Duty. You see it here, top two in both ecosystems. Grand Theft Auto and Roblox is almost similar. Like you can, it's almost like Then you got NBA 2K and PlayStation, Battlefield 6. Then you got Battlefield 6 number 5 on Xbox, Minecraft. I mean, the only thing that you don't have here is where wins mid because it's not on Xbox at the moment, but it's on the PC. But what I'm saying is like it's literally game by game, the same shit. One game here, get played or whatever. That's it. But it's literally the same things get played throughout Xbox and PlayStation. Now, as you pull out Twitter, you realize, I mean, not Twitter, Steam, I'm sorry, that is a little bit different. But some of these players are definitely in there too, as top 10s and whatnot. So that brings me to these questions like, does it really matter? Does exclusivity really matters as much as you've been told before to believe? Think about it, guys. We are playing the same ponies. People who like told you they chose the PlayStation over the freaking Xbox because they were gonna play God of War and Spider-Man and all of that, not even playing those games right now. They are playing the same shit that Xbox has. So all these little Twitter posts that you see about people telling you, oh, Xbox got skipped due to this game not being in Xbox is bullshit because they're not even playing those games that Xbox not being getting. If you told me that really makes a difference, this game would easily be top 10, easily. And they're not. You can tell we are playing the same thing, both freaking ecosystems. Okay, so we got Forza Horizon 5, 5-year-old game already being played top 16, and you got games like Fortnite and Call of Duty topping the charts on console. And here's the funny thing, dude. I thought Call of Duty flopped. That's what they said. Call of Duty flopped. Nobody bought Call of Duty. 63% less sales and shit. But look at it right now. On PlayStation, it's top 2. On Xbox, it's top 1. Why? Why on Xbox is top 1? Because, it's included with Game Pass. So that right there to tell you that Game Pass helps games, right? But I mean, not saying that it will help Call of Duty. Call of Duty doesn't need no help, but that's what I'm trying to say, dude. We are playing all the same shit. And it's crazy that we get told that exclusivity matters still. Okay, it matters to an extent, and I do believe that these companies will continue to do exclusive content here and there, but it's not going to be the main driving force for you to go ahead and buy a console. There's so many things that come into play right now when you are getting into gaming. You are getting into prices, what you can afford, what you want as a gamer, your desires as a gamer. Like some people want a game simple. Some people don't want to deal with the PC bullshit. All right. Some other people don't care and they don't mind it, and they're gonna learn because they want better graphics, they want better performance, they want to get into competitive gaming, or they want to run their games the best way that they can possibly can do it. And there's gonna be some other people who not gonna give a damn about no digital foundry telling you that a game is running at 10 FPS more or less than in another console. Some people are not even gonna notice the difference. Some people don't even know what 240 hertz feels like yet in 2025. Some people don't even know that. Some people are saying, and I see sometimes this Twitter post about like, oh, this game is running pretty smooth at 60 hertz or 60 FPS. I'm like, what? Yeah, I mean, smooth, but not smooth like 240 hertz or even more. All right. So it's just like a combination of everything: misinformation, narratives, the media, and whatever public opinion there's around. Was let me tell you something about gamers. There is this thing with gamers that is like almost like they is an epidemic that somebody said this is bad and everybody goes ahead and follow. and say, yo, this is bad. I agree. Oh, yeah, this is bad. And everybody goes ahead and follows that person based on the followers, based on the subscribers that they have, based on the cloud and the fame that these people have. But man, there's more to the stories, dude. You know, you cannot just say this is bad or wrong when there's other people out there who are actually enjoying this. This is like I always give you guys the example. Oh, that seed money doesn't like the olives, but I love olives. It's one of my favorite snacks, especially because it's extremely healthy. So he hates olives, and I love them. That right there tells you everything you need to know about the duality of men. Some people will love some shit that other people hate, and vice versa. Uh, one man's trash is another man's treasure. That is like 100%. So, what does it mean, Steam on PlayStation? Is it true? Uh, I don't know. At this point, everything that they're saying, I do believe is a speculation. And I do believe there's a lot of people behind the scenes pulling the strings that are Sony PlayStation chills. And they want Sony PlayStation to win the war or to be better than Xbox because remember, all of this is about I want my box to be better than yours. And that includes journalists who should be neutral, who shouldn't be even doing console war, rage bait, or whatever. They should be professionals, but they are not. And we know what we're talking about. We're talking about all of them grifters out there who love to talk and communicate all the bad news about Xbox, but when it's time to do it for PlayStation or Nintendo, they don't do it. And look, I'm not here to defend Xbox. I don't care. What I'm trying to say is like keep it real so that the consumers know what the hell they're getting, dude. You know, because you're telling everybody to go ahead and get a PlayStation for what? To play the same games that you get on the Xbox? I mean, you could argue the Xbox is more expensive right now, and that's a good argument in why you should go ahead and get a PlayStation instead. No doubt. That's a very good argument. But at the end of the day, it's like not only the price that you pay to get in, but also like what you get after. And you have to take that also into consideration. Okay, with Xbox, you get Game Pass. With PlayStation, you don't. You know, just now we got Marvel Cosmic Invasion on Game Pass. That's a big thing that you should say to. Okay, you know, Xbox is a little bit more expensive, but you get Game Pass and you get good day one additions like Call of Duty this year, and cool games like Cosmic Invasion. High on Life 2 is coming to Game Pass as well. Yada yada. And all the other games that came out, like, you know, Ninja Gaiden and, you know, Outer Worlds 2, Grounded, Doom, all that is also included in Game Pass. That people don't like to mention it because they came out a few months ago, but they're still brand new games pretty much. So when you think about it, I feel like people had it out for Xbox. Is that fine? Because, you know, Xbox really messed up a few times. But, I mean, let's keep it real. Let's be fair. You know, let's be fair. I think every platform has their pros and cons. And I think as a gamer, you'll be okay no matter what platform you choose at the end of the day. You're going to be able to play your games on PlayStation and you're going to be able to play your games on Xbox the same way that you do it. And there's really nothing wrong with that. And if you're a Nintendo guy, man, good for you, man. You know, that's also cool. If you play on your phone and you rather play on your phone, that's cool as well. Who cares? That's you, the one who's playing and getting that experience. I'm not, it doesn't affect me in any like the way that you play and the games that you play do not affect me in any way, shape, or form. It's your experience. So why do I have to be like gatekeeping you from experiences and telling you not to no, do not buy a PlayStation? Like, why am I telling you do not buy a PlayStation? Buy whatever the hell you want if you got the money. Like, you know, I wouldn't buy it because honestly, I don't have an extra $500 to drop on a PlayStation. That's one. Second of all, I'm not really into the PlayStation type games. And that's fine as well. That doesn't mean that I think they're ass. That just means that I'm not into it because I'm more into multiplayer games and stuff, you know? And that's one thing that they could be doing a lot more work on because they really, really, really like the multiplayer, you know, experiences like we're getting all the places like in the PC and Xbox. But anyways, guys, that's what's going on with PlayStation and Steam. Let me know on that in the comments. Do you guys think this is true? Or do you guys think this is just like people making narratives to make PlayStation look better or something? I think that PlayStation should definitely do it. This is just my opinion. And a lot of people won't agree with this. A lot of people want PlayStation to stay exclusive, but I don't care about none of that. I care about you as a gamer, and I do believe that if the next PlayStation brings you Steam, it brings you Epic, just like Xbox will. I think that's gonna be awesome, and it's gonna open up a lot of eyes, and it's gonna shut up a lot of people who talk down on ecosystems like Steam, Epic, and all of that. Because I do believe those storefronts are great, man. I know a lot of people don't like Epic, but I log in every week to pick up some free games, bro. Why am I gonna hate on something like that? It might not be the best, more optimal way to play your games with that launcher, but you get free games. Who care, bro? Go ahead, claim your games. Shit. Like, I don't really get you guys, man. It's just kind of crazy. But I think that if PlayStation and Steam can come to an agreement and PlayStation can have Steam in their store, it's gonna be awesome. But ponies and hardcore Sony PlayStation fanboys won't like it. And it's because they so concerned about Sony PlayStation Pockets. Yeah, the multi-billion-dollar company, they concerned about how much money they're gonna lose if people choose to buy the games on Steam and not on PlayStation. As if PlayStation didn't get money from selling their games on Steam. Matter of fact, we got Hiroki Totoki and all the executives at Sony telling you that putting games on PC is like printing money. So I think it's gonna be a good thing for gamers if they do it. Now, I don't know if they will, to be honest. First off, I don't know if they have the, what I mean, the OS to run Steam. I don't know if they have the capabilities and the what you call it, the infrastructure to do something like this. Now, what I think that they can do is that they can go ahead and come up with their own launcher, like PC app type shit, and drive some people to use that app in there. But they will still need to put the games on Steam because there's people who just play Steam strictly. Like I said, they won't even go to Epic Games to claim free games. Some people are like refuse to do that because they hate to use other launchers other than Steam. And that's fine. That's their choice. But I wouldn't shoot myself in the foot like that. I'm gonna keep an open mind, and I'm gonna go ahead and explore, go to other places like GOG, Steam. I like CD Key sometimes to get my Game Pass subscriptions and stuff. So I mean, there's definitely choices. So choices are always good for the gamers. So let me see what chat is saying. Yo, Eternal D87 in the building. Dímelo, Bobby. Ever Bristle 9563 in the house. How's it going, player? Nintendo will be the last to put their games everywhere, says Lycos45. And I agree with that, but I do think that eventually they probably will. Jules in the building saying all I care about is just playing games. Don't care much for pretty graphics and all that. I had to agree with that, even though pretty graphics are cool too. I just want to play a damn game. Yeah. Okay, Lycos45 believe that don't think that Sony will do it, but if they do, that's good for the consumers. I agree with that. Like he say, I uninstall Epic right now when Fortnite drop on Xbox PC. There you go. See, a lot of people don't even like Epic like that. But I just go in there and claim the games, man. Honestly. I'm excited for the free games starting December 11. I'm saying no to free games for sure, and they do have like a Game Award theme this year about the games that we might be getting. So there might be a good couple of surprises in there. Every year during the holidays, they drop a lot of games, bro. So I suggest you guys, because that's what I got. Guardians of the Galaxy. That's what I got. Death Stranding, the original Death Stranding director's cut. I got so many good games in there, bro. That is insane. Yep, I'm logging in every year. Space Shots in the house saying, I can't really say it's great when the people who own consoles aren't buying first party games the way they used to. Wow. The argument chart show people buy PlayStation or Xbox and then play multi-platform games. So yeah, you better go where the customers are. I think it's possible Sony could put Steam OS on the PlayStation 6, but that puts them at the mercy of how well Valve can improve compatibility with Windows-based games. That's not a great position to be in. Yeah, and that's another thing. Like if you think about it, um, the compatibility issues are probably going to be in there when it comes to Steam on PlayStation, because I mean, PlayStation. I don't know what OS they use, but definitely Xbox. I mean, use Windows, so it'll be easier for Xbox and Microsoft being the same company to run something like Steam, which is mainly Windows, right? And I know a lot of people like to talk about Linux and stuff, but like, yeah, I nobody got time for that, man. It's great. Go ahead, do Linux if you want, but I won't do that. It'll have a lot will have to change for me to go ahead and get into a Linux. But yeah, man, that's Steam on PlayStation topic. Let's talk now about this piece of news. Funny piece of news that I got here for you guys, man. PlayStation got beat in console sales, and nah, bro, it's just like a funny topic because I'm gonna show you right now how. Okay, this I don't really believe this article too much because of the source Insider Gaming, but whatever. Let's troll a little bit. And Insider Gaming posted a article here. A console nobody has heard of just top PlayStation 5 sales in the US. And here's the article. Let me go ahead and go to the article. And if it's this little console right here, which I had on the thumbnail. I never heard about this shit before, but a console nobody has heard of just top PlayStation 5 in sales in the USS. Circana most recent release of hardware sales in the United States just revealed a tantalizing tidbit about unknown piece of hardware that's making waves this holiday season. In a post on social media by Circana's Matt Piscatella, it was revealed that the next Playground interactive gaming system outsold the PlayStation 5 during the weekend in November 22nd, 2025. The next Playground came in just behind pole position, held by the Nintendo Switch 2 Mario Kart World Bundle, this year's hottest Christmas gift. What is the next Playground? Thank you, because I don't even know what the hell this is. So Matt Picadella telling posts on social media revealed that the next Playground in interactive gaming system beat the PS5 Slim Digital in sales in the United States midway through November, prompting many to ask what the device even is. So here's a post by Mas Piscatella, and in here it says US best-selling hardware SKUs for the week ending November 22nd, 2025, rank on units sold. Number 1, Nintendo Switch 2 Mario Kart World Bundle. Number 2, the next Playground interactive gaming system. PS5 Slim Digital 1 terabyte is number 3. So that's neat. And that's the source. Circana is, I believe, is a pretty reliable source, actually. So the next Playground has been around since 2023. So this is an older console from 2023, but it's gathering steam now ahead of this year's holiday season. It's part of the new lineup of interactive games consoles designed for families and young gamers. Keyword, young gamers, allowing them to turn their televisions into engaging experiences without the need for controllers. You guys, check it out. Read this again, man. Allowing them to turn their televisions into engaging experiences without the need for controllers. Guys, are you guys peeping what I'm seeing? This console is selling like hotcakes and it doesn't even have controllers. So there is even a possibility that in the future, these things right here, the controllers might even be obsolete, dude. Might even be obsolete at some point, dude. Look, I love my controllers. I got like 10 of them or whatever. I got my Razer, my trusty Razer. Wolverine is the shit. I love it. I love controllers. I'm addicted to buying controllers. I don't know what I would do if I don't get controllers and controllers go obsolete and all I have to use is my hands or something. I don't know. It's just the feedback that the controller gives you when you're playing, right? That's sensory input that you get when you're touching your controller, the texture, just moving your sticks, pressing on the D-pad, the buttons. It's just like the clicking sound. That shit, that it just feels satisfying to me. There's something about it that just calls me. But now a console with no controllers is selling like crazy and is directed towards young gamers. Guys, changes, changes. The way that we play games is going to change. It's up to you to evolve or get left behind. You'll be like one of those guys who like, oh, I only play retro games. Okay, go good for you, bro. Go play Super Mario Bros. 2 or something. Good for you. Go ahead, have fun, bro. While I go ahead, I'm play the new Call of Duty. Looking forward to the Halo remake, all of that shit. And they out there playing Super Mario Bros. A game that I played when I was like 5 or 6 or some shit. And I already beat it several times. But here's the thing, dude. We can't be scared about these changes. We can't be scared. We got to embrace it. Technology has to advance. We cannot be sitting here and saying, yeah, he doesn't have a controller and put a tweet or something like, yo, fuck this console, it doesn't have a controller. We can be keeping that attitude here. We got to like dig deeper and find out what the hell is this about this console that got so people, like into it. We got to see what the fuss is all about. So going back to the article, the next playground is like the Kinect iToy, like the Kinect iToy or the iToy or the PlayStation camera, but you don't need a console to make it work, as it is the console. Okay, so this is similar to what the Kinect was doing, right? But now it comes only one console like that. You plug it in, boom, that's it. You don't need a console and the accessory. All you need is the next playground, whatever, and that's it. You're set. Check this out too. This part is very important. It's like it is an AI powered device that sits next to your television, offering a range of games like Fruit Ninja, Bluey Buster Move, NHL Puck Rush, and Barbie Dance Party. These are all, for the most part, mobile games, guys. They bring in you mobile games to your TV. You can see Netflix, you can see YouTube. They bringing the games to you. Everybody has a phone. Now, why would they go ahead and on top of everybody having a phone and having access to games like Fruit Ninja on their phone, would want that on the TV? Why, guys? Like, think about it. Why? God damn it, bro. There's another place to sell you the games on. Who cares? It's like, okay, just because Burger King and McDonald's and Wendy's exist doesn't mean that a new burger spot can open. You know what I'm saying? And be successful. Matter of fact, I encourage you guys to go ahead and try something more than the shit that is Wendy's, Burger King, and all these fast food places. Because there's a lot of burger spots that are fire food trucks, little, hole in the wall, mom and pops type place out there. You can go, bro, at least down here in South Florida, you go to Wynwood and the amount of food trucks and little spots that you find is crazy. And you can get a burger, same price as McDonald's, and 100 times better with better ingredients, better everything. And they just like, we are programmed to believe that we only got the choice to go ahead and get McDonald's, but there is so much more, right? And at the same time, bro, these guys are being successful with what they're selling. So respect to the next playground. It's a new player. Nobody's talking about this. And all they have, look at their exclusives. Fucking Fruit Ninja, bro. Bluey Buster Move. And they selling more than the damn PlayStation and Xbox even. This is freaking insane. Look, these people post this and they only had like 30 likes or some shit. Like, people do such a great job ignoring, right? The shit that is happening right in front of their eyes. And it's like, okay, we just got a new player here. There's no big three anymore. As you can see, Xbox is not in the big three anymore. You can see the Nintendo Switch 2, the next playground number 2, dethroning PlayStation, supposedly the king, and then PS5's Link Digital, right? Because that's another thing that Sony PlayStation does will tell you. They buy the version with the CD. Bullshit. Everybody's trying to save money. Everybody's buying their games digital. Nobody's buying physical games anymore like they used to, bro. I remember having like a full stand full of CDs. Got rid of them. No more CDs for me. The last one I got was Red Dead Redemption original copy, bro, with the book and everything. Beautiful case and all of that. Red Dead Redemption 2, and I gave it to the homie. I gifted it to him because I was like, you know what? I don't need this shit. I got Red Dead Redemption in Steam. I got Red Dead Redemption on Epic. I got Red Dead Redemption digitally on my Xbox. I don't need the CD. You know, somebody gifted it to me. And, you know, I really appreciate that. But, I mean, check this out. Check this out. Look, the next playground cost just $249, which makes it a considerably cheaper option compared to the Nintendo Switch 2 that cost $500 or the PS5 Slim Digital that cost $449. Okay? So the funny thing is, like, all these games encourage young players to get up. Pandemic is over. People want to go outside, bro. You know, get moving and enjoy video games more interactively. It also has a bolt-on subscription that users can opt in to secure more games. The thing is, bro, look, remember the Nintendo Wii and how it took off, and it was like a phenomenon. The games were ass. I'm just gonna keep it real. The games look like trash, but they had this one thing that is so powerful psychologically for the humans that I think this thing right here, it might be a little bit dangerous too, because it's like people love to come together and hang out, bro. So if you're given this sort of experience that is fun and everybody can participate, even the smaller kids, like, this is a big win for them. So big changes in the gaming industry, bro. Big changes as we see a brand new next playground interactive gaming system coming in to the mix. Guys, this is insane. Let me know down in the comments, what the fuck do you think about this? What do you think about this news, man? I think it's kind of insane, bro. Holy crap. So let me see. The Archangel Nexus in the building. Dímelo, papi. He said, yo, the Flow family was good play. I hope everything is good. Hope we had nice holidays, man. Let's get it. We got Lycos45 as well saying, I've been thinking about getting the Razer controller too. I don't know, man. It depends. I mean, the Wolverine, this one, I only got great things to say about this. I had zero stick drift. This is gonna be a year since I have it. Zero stick drift. And bro, I can't recommend it enough. You got 4 buttons in the back. You can see them right there. They're pretty neat, pretty sweet. And you got buttons here on top next to the bumpers. It's a beautiful controller, very beautiful. Like, it feels solid and it feels right in my hand. I would totally recommend it, but like, I have my brother-in-law actually coming here because he's in the market for a controller. He said, let me go to your crib and try out your controllers. I had a GameSir, which I gave to him. GameSir with buttons in the back as well, with 2 buttons in the back. He tried that one out. He tried mine. He liked the Razer better, but he took the GameSir because I'm not going to give him my Razer. But he's going to get this cuff, the Instinct or something like that. But yeah, I definitely, bro, controllers. I recommend you to get a controller that has TMR sticks that don't have stick drift. I think that should be number one. And I think the ones that are super good right now is the GameSir Pro. is really good because it has the TMR sticks, and also I will go Scuff. And the Elite controller, the only one thing is that it doesn't have the pull rate that these other controllers have, because you can actually overclock the other controllers and make it faster, like making like more responsive. So there's like more nuances, right? But definitely recommend you Razer controllers, especially a Razer Wolverine V2, V3. I'm sorry, definitely. Um, and it's only like $90. It's not that expensive. So seeing Sears in the house. So wait a minute. So basically, Cube with a built-in Kinect is selling like that. Yeah, homie, that's just wild. That thing outselling the PlayStation is insane, and it all comes down to the price and accessibility of the thing. You know, and this is the thing. Any new player can come in here and offer you something new and be innovative and can really take off and take over. Could be like, bro, like what the hell is this? And I want to bring you back again to the Nintendo Wii. That was a phenomenon. Even grandmas used to play that shit. You see the commercials, grandma playing with the Kinect. You go to a party, people will pull out a Kinect, started playing tennis Kinect or some shit. And it's just like a fun thing to do. And it went viral. Back in the day with no social media, it was the one thing that was hot. It was like a Tamagotchi. It was like a, I don't know, like a fidget spinner. It just went like everybody was into it, and that was just a Nintendo Switch. Imagine what could happen with a new player, like the next playground, whatever. I can't even let me memorize it. The next playground, a big fucking player in the building, bro. Nobody know about this shit. And nobody's even talking about it. PlayStation guys are not saying nothing. In fact, this article got overlooked. Nobody even, talked about it. This is probably the only place in which you're gonna hear that. It's kind of fucked up that Power Boss is not here because he would have loved this news. But it's crazy. It's crazy. I thought folks didn't want to play with Kinect controls anymore. What happened, bro? It's just like sometimes people are not ready for the technology that has been given to them. VR has existed for a long time, but it hasn't been hot like it is now. Now I see people. I go to people, homeboys' house, family members, and shit. They have a VR in their whatever in their setup in their living room or whatever. And I was like, bro, you have a VR? Yeah, I play here and there. Whatever. I'm Mio Meta. Yeah, let's play some. Whatever. And now they have something like the Kinect, which is what I think that Xbox should have continued to support the Kinect and should have nurtured the Kinect and could have become something big. But sometimes they're like, okay, it's not gonna hit, boom, they let it go, and then boom, somebody else come, steals the idea, and it's successful. And that's the other thing. Is because it's a new player, has no reputation, has no media or bias or nothing, right? Nobody knows about how many frames this shit does, what is the resolution. No one gives a damn about it. No one. Was it mentioned in the article the power of the box? No. No one cared about it. The games, the exclusive, was it mentioned? No. The big triple A game, was any big triple A mentioned in there in the list of the games that were hot? No, there were mobile games that you can actually play on your phone already. So the reason why this thing is selling, I don't know. It probably cut off Steam or some TikTok or some shit. It's crazy. A lot of grease in the house, man. Sliding through, smash the like button. Yeah, that's right, guys. Smash the like button. And subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel, because
Hey bros, what's going on? This is Cotton Eye. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because subscribing makes you feel good.
Yeah. Subscribe, guys. God damn it. This sounds like the return of folks just wanting to have fun playing games. I think so. And I think that's part of it. I was speaking to one of my colleagues at work, and we're talking about how times are changing. And the pandemic sort of put everything in stop, right? And we spent like almost 2 years in lockdown without going out, without interacting. A lot of people didn't even date for the for that, for that period of time, because they were either scared of getting sick, they were scared of spreading, getting sick to somebody else. A lot of people didn't even go out of the house for the time, and that had repercussions in our psyche and mentality and our social behavior as well. So what happened? People didn't want to come together anymore. Parties weren't happening. I have a friend, he's a DJ, and he was pissed with the pandemic because it's like, oh my God, I miss throwing parties. And I'm like, bro, shit. And now he's like booked 24/7. He's booked. There's parties, there's people going out, there's people going outside. I think people are realizing that being inside with all this technology, it's just like not healthy. And it's something that we did back in the pandemic because we had no choice. But and here's a quick example. I could be playing the best game ever, guys. The best game ever. I could be immersed. For example, a game like Outer Worlds, right? Outer Worlds 2, I love the game. I was super immersed in the game. I'm playing this game. I got a notification. One of my friends want me to play whatever other game with them. I drop whatever I'm doing and then go play with my friends. It's just like something about humans that we need each other. So when you see somebody else playing again, you want to go ahead and join the fun. And I think, yeah, that's what it sounds like, Seer. I think that people are getting back to being more social. And I like this, man. I actually like it. That people are going, buying a box without zero care in the world for how much resolution, how many FPS, none of that. All they want to do is get together, have some fun. Even if they get fucking motion sickness of playing 30, 20 FPS. But they just want to have fun. And I'm happy for them, bro. Straight up. I'm actually gonna go ahead and check it out because it might be a fun thing to do here with my family as well. So Arcane Your Next is saying the lines used to be around the block for physical release. That's long gone. Yeah, I remember, bro. Trust me, man. Back in the day, you will go and pick up at a GameStop a game, for example, like Mass Effect or something. A new Mass Effect will come out. You go to GameStop on release night. It was insane. Now it doesn't matter. You can go GameStop or any other stores, any release day. It might be one or two people there, whatever, one or two nerds. But other than that, that's it. That's it. Even when the consoles released, I remember that there was some people lining up when the Xbox and the PlayStation 5 came out. But there weren't like all the times when the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 came out. Oh, that was nuts. That was literally the insane. But when the Xbox and the PlayStation come out, like, there's people here, but not the same type amount of people that we've seen. So we got P-Lump in the house, man. Shout out to P-Lump, man. P-Lump is the homie. Shout out to you, bro. Lemon Stiffy has tried his own comb yet? Try his own comb yet? I don't know what the hell he's talking about. I'll be a troll. What it do? What's up with everybody in the chat? I see you doing your thing there. Bobby, you already know, bro. I'll be grinding, man. Nah, I'm actually, man, being super chilling, spending the holidays. I hope you had a great holiday with your loved ones. Yeah, man, just chilling, bro. Not even grinding, to be honest. You already know I'm just waking my black ass. Wake up, P-Lump. Wake up. Demo, how you like season 1 of Black Ops 7? Oh my god, yeah. We're gonna get into our topic. Black Ops 7. I've been having sorry, English bad, hermano. Yeah, you can tap it in Spanish too. Dímelo en español también, papi. No pasa nada. Mételo en español and I translate for everybody, man. Don't matter. If you do it in another language, don't worry. I got ChatGPT here that I'll translate. It don't matter, man. Just express yourself in the chat as much as you want, bro. Chilling. Uh, so yeah, man, I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty, as you can see there. Since you guys asked, let's talk about Call of Duty Surviving. And I got some bookmarks in here that I would like to share with you guys. One of them I already did, but we weren't talking about Call of Duty. We're talking about every console basically playing the same games. But we're gonna go here into the chart, and contrary to what we've been told about Call of Duty seems to be doing pretty good still. Even though this might have been one of the years that Call of Duty is not doing its best because of their reputation, which is due to their own fault and shortcomings. But now you can appreciate that it's still on top. Look, these are the PlayStation US top 15 games ranked by total weekly active users in the week ending on November 2025. That was a week ago, basically. And number one is Fortnite. Number two is Call of Duty on the PlayStation. I mean, that week. Then we got Call of Duty being on top on Xbox. And look, if you go down, because a lot of people say, and I hate to bring this up because I don't think that we should be hating in either or games, because I think both games are good. But we were told the Battlefield was going to step on Call of Duty, and it was going to step on that neck. It wasn't going to let them breathe, and they were going to take the crown this year. But look at Battlefield again, number 6. And if you go number 6 on PlayStation, number 5 on Xbox. And if you go to Steam, you can see that the player base has declined as well. And it's just like the period of honeymoon is over. And the same thing is probably going to happen with Call of Duty. It's probably going to decline. But for now, it's actually on the rise, because a lot of people are realizing that this Call of Duty is actually good when it comes to the multiplayer and the zombies, right? The one thing that is fucked up is the campaign. But the one thing that saved that is Endgame, which I believe is actually really good. I've been playing Endgame, and I've been, enjoying it here and there in my downtime when I have no friends online and I want to unlock something on one of my guns because I prestige or something. I go to Endgame, do a couple of missions, extract, have my fun. I think it's solid. But, man, and it happens to every freaking game that go ahead and tries to diss or try to talk down on Call of Duty. And it's like, Call of Duty is not just a game anymore, dude. Call of Duty is a movement. You gotta be involved with the community to know this, man. Call of Duty, okay, there's casual players, right? People who just go ahead and pick up the game, right? And they're like, oh, I'm gonna do a couple of Call of Duty matches. And that's fine. That's awesome. There's some part of the community who just care about zombies. They just want to play zombies. I know a part of the community who only buys Call of Duty to play the campaign. Okay, they play the campaign, they get off. They like, I'm not dealing with multiplayer. We know, I got a very good example for you is Hargi. He only cared about the campaign. He doesn't really care about the multiplayer. That's the only reason why he will buy a Call of Duty to play the campaign. Boom, and that's it. Which I find it kind of funny, because it's like, okay, you spend the $70, $60 buying a game and you only going to play a quarter of the game, because Call of Duty, bro, whether you like it or not, it has content. Look, got the campaign, which is like, I believe like 5-6 hours, something like that. After the campaign, the fun is not over. You can go ahead and do end game. Then you have a bunch of missions, a bunch of shit to unlock, a bunch of things to grind for, a bunch of objectives to fulfill, right? And then you got zombies, which is, I know, it's a separate game on its own. You got games like Left 4 Dead that come over here. There's literally Call of Duty Zombies, right? That's zombies. You got so many things to do in zombies, not to mention that they updated every single season. They add new maps, new Easter eggs, new weapons, yada, yada, the whole thing. And then you get the multiplayer, right? Which is like, the multiplayer, and within the multiplayer, you get many modes, right? Then you also have Warzone, which is its own thing. And when people look at this chart, they say Call of Duty HQ, right? And they will say, oh, but they're counting Call of Duty Black Ops 6, they're counting Warzone. Okay, so when we're talking about Battlefield, they're not counting RegSec, which is also free to play, RedSec, the Battle Royale mode on Battlefield, is free to play as well. So it's sort of even the way that they're comparing. Either way, they playing Call of Duty. Whether it be 1, Call of Duty 4, whatever, Call of Duty is still relevant. You know? Oh, shit. Look who made it.
Sorry.
Huh?
Paul Moss in the house. He fell asleep. What's going on? Play. We had a fun show, dude. Holy shit.
I told you what I was doing. I stayed up way too late.
Yeah, you probably went to sleep too late. You were having too much fun, bro. Hey.
Watching shows.
Yeah. Oh, man. But I don't know if you means I'm going to put you on some crazy news that we just covered. I know we're talking about Call of Duty now. We moved on from that. But there is a console out there that outsold the PlayStation 5.
I heard about it. I don't know anything about the subject.
I'm going to put you on. I know, it's just a brief,
Sure.
highlight here, just because, I don't want to keep you in the dark about it. And I think that you would have loved this news, actually. But yeah, a console that nobody has heard of just stopped the PlayStation in sales. So this thing is called the Next Playground.
Okay,
the Next Playground. And check it out. He outsold the PlayStation 5 Slim Digital in November 22nd. In the week ending November 22nd. So he's behind the Nintendo Switch Mario Kart World Bundle. Okay, so basically, really quick, Pablo, so we can move on because people already heard about it. This is a like a Kinect by itself. Okay, so the type of games that he plays is let me see. Fruit Ninja, Bluey Buster Move, Barbie Dance Party. Those are the games that he plays, and he's outselling the PlayStation.
And it's cheap. $250.
And it's cheap. Yeah. That's it. What do you think about that?
It's something.
It's something. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
Call of Duty is surviving. Yeah, I've been seeing that at the top of the charts still. Battlefield 6 lost a lot of its players because a lot of them were COD players. But Call of Duty HQ being at the top also is counting more than just Black Ops 7. So that's another thing that people also have to keep in mind.
Call of Duty HQ counts Black Ops 7, Black Ops 6. That's it. It's not counting anything else at the moment. It's Black Ops 7, Black Ops 6, and Warzone.
Right.
Yeah. And Battlefield is Battlefield and RedSec, which is also free to play. People don't like to say that, but all right. So back to Call of Duty, man. When we're talking about, check it out, man. What do you think about this, man? Call of Duty is still on top. It's crazy shit. And there was also news that it was the most bought game on PlayStation as well, digitally, something like that.
It's not surprising. It's literally the game.
It's Call of Duty. Yeah. I feel like Call of Duty, man, it's just like I was saying earlier here that it's like a movement now. And if you take a look, like today, the Call of Duty league's starting, okay? And the competitive scene is on fire right now. Now you can go and look at the content creators and the activity of this, on YouTube, and how well these videos and content is doing. And it's on fire right now. It's a lot of traction.
So I'm going to say this, okay? Call of Duty has millions of players regardless.
Yeah.
Okay. Across PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and rumored to be soon Switch 2. It is very big in the competitive scene. It is going to be bought regardless because people are going to always be playing the latest and greatest to keep showing up for the tournaments, to keep trying to make money. Okay, so that is never going to change. It is going to be bought. However, I have stated this before. The campaign is garbage.
Oh, yeah. I was just saying it earlier.
it completely went off the wall bonkers bad. It has a good few nostalgia things if you know what to look for, if you played past Call of Duty games. The multiplayer is just more of the same. It just changes a few mechanics, adding in the wall jumping and taking out other things. It's just what it is. It's not better or worse. And the zombies is honestly carrying it. And if I'm not mistaken, there's also a new zombies map that's about to be introduced soon.
Yeah. Shout out to Young Dreads, man. How you doing, bro? Shout out to him. So yeah, man. Yeah, we were just saying, like, people were gonna buy it regardless, and it's part of I think when it first came out, people weren't showing a lot of interest. And now that they seen the community, the competitive scene reacting positively to it, and the campaign, we know about it. But zombies is decent and multiplayer is very good. I would say multiplayer is better than Black Ops 6. And I feel like what do you mean? Like a lot of people are falling back to Call of Duty due to FOMO as well, because this is something that they do every year, and now they're missing it. They went ahead and played Battlefield. They realized it was a very different game, and now they're coming back. But that doesn't mean that they will stop playing Battlefield. That's the other thing.
Everybody that was playing it, that was Call of Duty players, that were trying to go from Call of Duty to Battlefield 6 for trying to make Battlefield 6 more like Call of Duty, a lot of those players left. That's why Battlefield numbers dropped. Okay. Good, bad, or indifferent. Okay. There are genuine people who play both. There are genuine people who are Battlefield 6 players who are not trying to turn Battlefield into Call of Duty. Okay. There are a lot of things that I think Battlefield has unique that Call of Duty does not do.
Yeah, definitely.
There are things that Call of Duty does
definitely
that Battlefield doesn't do.
I feel Powerboss
separate is the same. Is the better way to go to make sure that there is variety.
Exactly. It's oil and water. They don't mix. Call of Duty is one thing, Battlefield is another one. But I would say this, though. The one thing that Call of Duty is always going to have, and it hardly disappoints, is content. They are going to have the content. Like, bro, they already dropped Season 1. They got a new battle pass. They got new maps. They got a new weapons already. Game is being out for a week. They already have boom. Now, in the next 2 months, they drop another boom season. Weapons, maps, skins, modes. They have events now, like throwing the snowballs for Christmas and all of that. And it's just like they keep, updating the game very periodically, right? So that is, Battlefield hasn't been able to keep up with that. They haven't really had that much content. And it's not to say that Battlefield is bad. It's just like the whole Activision is working around Call of Duty like 24 hours a day, trying to drop content and make content for Call of Duty. Battlefield Studios is not as big, and it's just like they get a lot of support.
Yeah, that's definitely another thing I was going to bring up between the different sides of the studios, because while Call of Duty can always have all sorts of things revolving around it, Treyarch and Infinity Ward and all that, and Activision itself, then that Call of Duty always has content. They have massive amounts of studios, and then Battlefield, is a small studio, and they can only do so much. So there's a lot of going to be content disparity between the two always.
Yeah. That's one of the things that we always say, right? We always say, like, okay, Battlefield wants to be a serious game. How are they going to monetize being so serious? That's one of the things. It's kind of hard to give you content when you want everything to be military. I mean, how many military uniforms can you make? It gets to a point that it's like, okay, we need something different. You need to switch it up. If not to get to the point that it's ridiculous like we had in Black Ops 6, but to the point that, okay, this is fun. This is cool, right? Like, and it's hard when you want everybody to maintain the same military strict vibes, and it's just like, it's hard for the developers as well. So I want to put this on the community. You want the game to have updates, but like you get mad when they do something different with the game. So if you love Battlefield, allow these developers to drop their content and be critical about it, but be critical constructively so that they can get better, but allow them to explore as well new ideas. Because if you don't do that, the game is going to become stale, people are going to get bored, and here's your result: people are going to end up living, going somewhere. Okay, Call of Duty, Fortnite is crazy right now, bro. It's popping. Let's keep it real. They have an update. It's like GTA. I'm about to like jump into that shit. They had like one of those servers that you do heists and stuff like GTA. Sounds like fun. Might even play. I don't even fuck with Fortnite like that. But if my homeboys are playing, that's the thing that I'm saying. People playing the game will drag you to play the game with them, even though you don't like it. And that's the case with Call of Duty as well. Everybody has it. All your friends have it. So let's say,
not forget that Battlefield 6 has no competitive mode. That's literally progression, and Call of Duty, you're on a grind.
Mm-hmm.
So let's not mix words. That also is a very big factor of why Call of Duty has a big player base, because they are on that grind.
Okay, the rich is gonna get richer. So let's say, Power Boss, you decide this year that you're not gonna buy Call of Duty. But we're homies and we always play together. And every time you hit me up, I'm like, oh yeah, what you on, bro? I'm playing Call of Duty. What you got? I got this new camo, I got this new skin, I got this new weapon, I got this new map. Oh, I hit a reticent rank in the competitive, and you are gonna start being like, damn. Maybe I should go ahead and hop in with the homies, bro. They seem to be having fun. Maybe it's not that bad. Maybe it's like, okay, Christmas, days off, I'm bored. What do I play? Battlefield. But like 5 of my 6 friends that play with me, I play Call of Duty, bro. And that makes the difference. And look, not to say that one game is better than the other one. Like we say, oil and water, they're both different games on their own leagues. And a person like me is able to play both, but a lot of people just want to pick and choose one. And when you have a lot of people playing one game, what do you think they're going to choose? All your friends. They're going to hit you up. What you play? No, Battlefield. Well, we don't play that shit. We play Call of Duty, for example. And the same thing will happen the other way around if everybody was playing Battlefield and, on your friend list, and you are a Call of Duty player, But Call of Duty has this thing that is addictive. When you play Call of Duty, it's addictive. You need to get off really quick, because otherwise you get stuck. And you get like, okay, I'll do better next match. What? Next thing you know, boom, you're playing Call of Duty all year long, and you don't even notice. Like it happened. I dropped Outer Worlds, bro. I'm almost done with the game. My homies have been playing Call of Duty. They've been hitting me up. There's no way that I'm gonna like go back to playing Outer Worlds when all my friends are playing Call of Duty. It's hard to say, okay, guys, you know what? I'm not going to play today. I need to finish Outer World. Fuck that, bro. I'll finish it later. Let me go get it. You know what I mean? Spank some noobs, right? Like, that's how I see it.
Question. Did you happen to watch the PC Gaming Show 2025 yesterday?
Bro, I didn't, man. I didn't. I was at work all day. Yesterday was one of the days that I started working at 8 in the morning.
Believe it or not, GTA
7.
5 was not number 1. You want to know what was number 1?
What?
Slay the Spire 2.
No way.
GTA 6 was number 5.
Of the most anticipated games?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah, because this is like the thing, and we've been talking about it, Power Boss. Like, you got the PC community already predisposed about GTA. It's hard to know. They already come to their senses. It's like the Xbox dudes that don't care about God of War. It's like, because like it's not gonna come over here, so I'm not even gonna dream about it, right? It's the same with PC players in GTA. They're like, you know what, fuck it, we play when we play, when it gets here. And look, this is a funny thing. I don't know if you hear the leaks with Hip Hop Gamer. That look, ponies and hardcore fanboys, console warriors, they love to take everything that these people say like gospel, right? But he did say something about the GTA being playable on the PC, and we've been talking about the delays, and we've been seeing how the industry is moving. Games that were strictly on PC are coming to console and vice versa.
So there's three options that are going to happen as far as the rumor goes. The first is the A6 is going to come out the same day and date. It's going to come out very, very soon after the console launch, or the possibility that it might actually release on PC first is the rumor. Which I don't think,
I think they should power boss.
Be after, but I think it's going to be a short time.
It is antiquated that they're not doing it on PC. I mean, I feel it is very antiquated. It's 2025. They should go ahead and drop GTA in every freaking platform, even in the next playground. They drop the thing, bro. Just drop the dang game so he could break the internet and make you a lot of money and become even bigger than it already is. And stop playing around with exclusivity, bro. Just give people what they want. Give them the dang game, bro. Fuck it. And ultimately, this is what we want. We want these games to be everywhere, bro. Imagine how big the online is going to be if all the platforms come together.
As far as the other half of Hip Hop Gamer's rumor, he does have some credibility because he did have an interview with an AMD representative who said that. However, I don't think the PS6 is going to be getting Steam at launch. Whether it gets Steam like the Xbox and follows Xbox's footsteps yet again and gets it later on, maybe. I'm sure it's going to be more than capable and powerful enough to do so, at least in that aspect. I just don't think it's going to be there at launch. If they get
I think it's more a compatibility issue more than anything. And I think that's why
Windows versus Linux. That's exactly what it is.
Everything will flow better with Xbox and Steam and Epic and all these storefronts because Xbox utilize a version of Windows. And now what they're doing with the app now, they optimizing it for gaming. And now they gonna bring and unify all of that in one OS or ecosystem or whatever. And then they're gonna make it to play seamlessly, like the same way that it does when you play on your PC. Because now I can launch my games, Steam games and Epic games from my actual Xbox app. So it unifies everything. So they getting ready little by little for the new generation. And we're saying it here, Power Buzz, in the past shows, what is freaking Sony gonna do, to respond to this move by Microsoft of putting and adding PC stores in their console. And one of the things, they had to do it too, right? That was one of the things that we say. Because, let's say you got God of War and you got Uncharted and you got a new Last of Us or remake or Last of Us revamped or something. A brand new Last of Us game that is going to be amazing, right? But you don't have Steam, dude. I mean, a lot. You don't have Epic Games. Epic Games next week is gonna start giving games away for the holidays, and they start giving 2-3 games a week, even more. And it's you have that one good game, but what about the other stuff that we also care about? So it's gonna be for a lot of people, it's gonna be a hard decision to make. Either you want to play that one Sony PlayStation games that come once a year, or you want to have all these ecosystems and all these games at your disposal. And I think it all comes down to that at the end of the day. Remember what Phil Spencer said? That he's we want you guys to pick the console based on the features and stuff that the console offers you. Not
so everything that are rumored around the PS6, what's coming out, what's going on, this is not what they're doing. We don't know what Sony is doing because Sony themselves, aside from what Mark Cerny has said, is the only thing that we know about it. So when it comes to what they're actually going to be putting on their console, what they're actually going to be making for the next gen console, what they're actually going to be doing, we do not know. Okay? Leaks, rumors, whatever have you. I'm not believing anything that they're saying because, let's be honest, nobody has been writing the leaks and rumors, period. So when it comes to what they're doing, even if they get Steam, they are still missing out on GOG. They are still missing out on Epic. They are still missing out on everything else that a PC can do.
Okay.
They're not trying to be a PC. Now, if they come out with their own PC app and they do try to be a hybrid console, then they're literally copying what Xbox is doing, except they're going to be more compatible with the Steam machine than with Windows. So they're going to be a direct competitor to Steam machine rather than to the next Xbox. Because remember, they're always PlayStation has always been based on FreeBSD, which is Orbit OS, which is Linux. That's what the Steam machine is running off of, the Steam OS, which is Linux, not Windows and not Xbox's product. So that is another thing that always has to be taken into consideration as well.
Yeah, crazy work, man. Like we were saying, and that's why I named this episode Changes. Everything is changing. We got a big name now in the Nexus Playground, beating the PlayStation in console sales. We got PlayStation thinking about opening up their ecosystem. We got Xbox trying new stuff with, everything. And we even got Steam dropping the console as well. Well, whatever you want to call it. But it's just like everything is so mixed right now, right? It's kind of exciting to see. And I can't wait to see how everything falls back into place.
I will say this. It is a PC. There is no question about it. It is through and through a PC. It is not a console whatsoever, because by that logic, everything that can go and sit under your TV or it's a form factor PC are all consoles as well. And they don't want to hear that conversation.
Yeah. And
so
at the end of the day,
there's nothing to say.
At the end of the day, it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, you are going to get these devices based on what you want. And Absolutely. You do have the choice to say, I want this or I want that. And how about this now in Call of Duty Zombies, that you get that car and you can take it everywhere and upgrade your stuff all the time?
Yeah, I saw that. I haven't played that mode yet. Apparently, the Easter egg is really, really long, and it takes about 40 minutes to complete.
Papi.
And that's if you know what you're
were playing this for 2 hours, and we're trying to do the Easter eggs. We got to like wave 30 or something, and we got messed up because they throw a bunch of bears at you, and we were like, oh my God. So we're having a great time here, but it's extremely difficult to score the Easter egg.
Progressing the rounds and scoring the Easter egg are two totally different things.
Exactly.
You can do the Easter egg, I believe, as early as wave 9 or 10.
Yeah, but we were trying to figure it out on the go, and as we were doing, we were like, playing the game as well, getting kills and stuff.
I watched part of the Easter egg. I haven't tried it myself yet. I've only been playing the Van Dorn Farms because the Easter egg is very long, and I don't have many people to play it with. So I haven't attempted it myself yet. I just know it's very, very long.
Yeah, but as you can see here, we were trying to keep this guy alive so that we can do the Easter egg. So I was like in charge of like luring the zombies away from my homeboy while he was trying to figure out how to do the Easter egg.
Yeah, it's got a lot of convoluted parts to it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, all in all, I've been having fun with the game. I think it's fun. Other than that, man, how was your holidays, Power Boss? Let's catch up because we haven't really talked.
So I have had an absolute happy Thanksgiving. It was great. I enjoyed, just being here, being talking with friends, and called a little bit of family. The wife got a little bit of a bonus from her job, so she got me an early birthday Christmas present.
Oh shit! What do you get?
I got a new monitor.
A new what?
A new monitor.
A new what? Which one you got? Let's go.
It's a Sansui.
Sansui.
It's an off-brand Samsung. It's an up-and-coming brand. It is a 2K monitor. Very, very nice. And it's a little bit smaller than this 1080p monitor that I'm wearing.
So 27. You got 27?
25? 24.
24?
It's not that big, but it is very, very sharp.
That's awesome, bro.
Also, I've been having fun watching DSP, who went on with Asmongold.
Oh my God.
He went on a shopping spree after. My God, that man has no self-control.
It's
The,
crazy.
the same monitor that he got, the first one of the three that he showed on stream, it was an ultra wide. He spent almost $900 on that thing.
Wow.
My
I
stepson
mean,
over there, he got pretty much the exact same thing with my brand that I got as a birthday present. He got the same thing, and his was less than $100. Mine was $50. Mind you. And
that's
it's still a
crazy.
2K monitor.
Yeah. Aye. Oh man,
So
crazy
yeah,
freaking work.
that man has no idea how to manage his money. He's slightly older than I am. Just keep that in mind.
I don't know about if you know about this news, but Netflix
No, I
bought
have not heard about that.
or is buying WB. Um, Warner Brothers. And they got Red Dead Redemption on the Netflix app now that you can play the original. Okay, so the
I had no
original,
idea.
the Red Dead the original Red Dead Redemption, right? Had a remaster or something now, and it released a couple of days ago, and it has a free upgrade for those who bought it on Xbox digitally, the 360 versions. They can upgrade to this newer version of the game. But with this update, it also came to Netflix. So now Netflix has Red Dead Redemption. When you go on your Netflix, go check it out.
I did think I heard about that from somewhere.
Mhm.
Okay.
So that's what this is called changes, because we're not used to Netflix picking up games like Red Dead Redemption. This is a big game, graphically demanding, right? For its time, and it's also a remaster. So I don't know what version they're getting, but you're able to play it on the phone too. So what do you think about all these Power Balls? They picking up Warner Brothers, which is known for gaming too. I don't know what the hell is going on with the studios. I think they're more into the content, like the DC, like the Harry Potter type shit, like all of that. But what do you think about this? Because I feel like this is pretty interesting that they are, going in so hard in gaming. And even YouTube is doing it too.
Well, they had Suicide Squad. That was a flop.
Mm-hmm.
They had good
Mortal
games
Kombat.
like Mortal Kombat. Well, some good, some bad.
Yeah.
They've had big hits like the Lord of the Rings, Shadow
Oh, the
games,
Harry Potter game is
and
crazy.
the Harry Potter. And just remember that because of their most recent flop, Suicide Squad, they were looking to get bought out.
Mm.
So it's no surprise that whoever did purchase something from WB, because we know that was in the works, is now doing something that is, pushing more into gaming with that division. So we can only hope that they do it right. But the fact that they're getting something like RDR1, that's huge. And yeah, I did hear about getting an upgrade and getting more access to something else for other things like that. And people were talking about it in, I think, C Money's chat.
Mm. Yeah, like I said, I haven't really been in social media lately because of the holidays. I've been mainly spending time with the family and gaming. And that's what I logged out from Twitter, I think from Thursday, and I came back, on Monday. And that's what I was. Oh shit, you guys still console warring. Nice during the holidays. Must be very nice. But yeah, there was a lot of people console warring on Twitter, and it's just like, same old people, bro. It's not even worth calling them out anymore. It's just like, the idiots. But my homeboy came and ran over with all the zombies. So yeah, man, that's it. That's I think that's a show. I think we covered everything. You just got here, but basically PlayStation got big in console sales. It's one of the big ones. Steam on PlayStation could and could not happen. We'll see. Netflix bought WB games and gets another big game like Red Dead Redemption, and Call of Duty is on life support. It's surviving apparently. Nobody's playing it too much, but other than that, I think we covered everything today, and I think I'm gonna let you guys go. Powerballs, let everybody know what you've been doing besides playing games until 5 in the morning.
Well, I've recently started watching an old Star Trek show, Strange New Worlds.
Oh, shit, nice.
I've been meaning to watch it for a while. I like both Star Wars and Star Trek, so don't
Yeah,
shoot me.
space.
I like both sides. I like the sci-fi genre. That's why I like Starfield so much, by the way. Aside from the fact that I like Bethesda games. So I've been watching that and getting through that. I'm on season 2 already out of I think 3. But come January 15th, there is a new season starting up that is Starfleet Academy that actually looks kind of good. So I look forward to seeing whether or not that's going to do something good. And I will say, for you doing this zombies map, at least somebody better have the ray gun and pack-a-punch it at least once, because otherwise, when you get to those higher rounds that you're getting to right now, you're not going to survive those bears because the ray gun is probably the only thing that
I
can do.
know. Check got real. We were just trying to like figure out the Easter eggs. We were like
Yeah.
exploring. This is
Well, what
was
I'm-
literally our first session playing. So we're
Right.
like looking at the map, exploring. Where can you get this? Where can you get that?
Like I said,
But
I haven't tried it yet, but I have gotten the ray gun in the Vendorn Farms, and I've gotten to, I think, round 26 solo.
oh yeah, I don't even think we make it to 26. But I don't know. The shit got crazy. I had one sniper running out of bullets. It's just freaking insane. Dude.
Yeah. It does take up a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but
The
I have
pack-a-punch
fun.
is by far the hardest in this to do.
Yeah, I think that. Well, look, I remember doing the Easter egg from the first map. I used to do that shit, and Black Ops 6. I used to do that shit like by myself, dude, by
Yeah.
myself. But the second map, remember we played it, was hard. The second map was hard. That it was like more closed. Remember,
Mhm.
more claustrophobic. And the third map, I don't think I got to play it because I got into playing other
I
games like
didn't play it.
Doom, etc. Yeah,
Same.
you played it? You didn't?
Not the third one.
Yeah. It's like a lot of more games come out, and it's just like I'm trying to save my homie here. He's alive, but crazy work.
I will say for me, the only thing I keep forgetting to do is use the Aether power.
Mm.
I
Yeah,
keep forgetting I get it.
Yeah, we did that one. I use it. I tried to, but it takes a long time to recharge as well. So, but so far so good. I've been enjoying Call of Duty. I'm gonna be playing a lot of Call of Duty now. The season 1 drop. I got the battle pass and everything. So, because I got the Vault edition, so I would definitely be playing Call of Duty a lot this week.
So
for sure.
the other thing that I've been doing after watching the PC gaming show yesterday, I put a lot of games on my wish list. I think I went from 13 to about 37. There's a lot of games. There's a lot of games. There was 25 shown, but there was some other things that weren't in the main number shown. But there was a lot of games that I have on my list. I think 37 in total. But I was at like 17 already. But yeah, there's a couple good games that I'm looking forward to trying out that was shown that look to be promising. A couple of them have demos out.
I have to go ahead and check out the PC show because I haven't really.
I think it was about an hour long.
It was about an hour long, so I'm probably gonna watch it today after the show. But now, here's the thing: my sister-in-law is moving, so I need to finish the show and go help her move, which is like super fun. But yeah, I would do anything for her. But the thing is, man, it sucks because my day off, my only day off, and I have to go help her move. So it kind of sucks that I won't be able to play games. But let's see, because I mean, there's a good chance because I think my brother-in-law is over there with her, and they hire somebody to help them out too. So might be the chance that by the time that we're done here with the show, and I call and be like, "Yo, what's up? I'm ready to go." They might be like, "We're almost done. Don't come." Fingers crossed. And that's it. But other than that, man, enjoying gaming because there's so many good games. Oh, Cosmic Invasion drop. I played it. Amazing game. Go try it out, guys. Cosmic Invasion, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful game. It's one of the games that you like. it's a brand new game that makes you feel like nostalgia. I don't know if that makes any sense. Maybe it reminds me of Golden Axe back in the day. But the good thing about it is that
several games that it reminds me of. It definitely has a nostalgic feel to
Streets
it.
of Rage, right? That's what it reminds me of. But the thing about it is like the fighting mechanics is crazy. The way that you can chain combos and tag in your other characters. I never, ever liked She-Hulk. Never as a character. I was like, I hate her. But in this game, she's so freaking good, and she tells everybody like this. And then she's so like so strong, and I'm like, okay, I gotta figure she's my character because she's a brawler and she's a wrestler in this game, and I like that. Like Jax is my main character in Mortal Kombat, and I like like characters that can go ahead and you could throw away people like that, like piece of shit and whatever. But she feels extremely well. I like Storm as well. I think she's great, super overpowered. I like Rocket, the raccoon from Guardians of the Galaxy. I think he's amazing. I had to try yet Spider-Man, but I had tried Wolverine, and Wolverine is lit. He's super strong. And what's other? Oh, Nova Light. Nova is amazing, bro. Go ahead and pick him up. And Iron Man.
There's also Iron Man, yeah.
Iron Man, yeah, no. That duo, like if you play with your friends and you got one Nova, one Iron Man, and then you have like something like Wolverine and somebody like with She-Hulk or something, you fuck shit up because you can throw your enemies toward the next player, and the next player can hit him, tag, and all that, and it's just like gets crazy and crazy and crazy. And I feel like that game was amazing, like super. It's a 10 out of 10 experience for me so far. So I can't wait to go ahead and play that with my friends because we have a play day for Saturday.
I downloaded it. I haven't started it yet.
Oh, if anything, we'll let you know.
I watched B-Money playing it last night. As a matter of fact.
Yeah, it's freaking amazing, dude. So much fun. And that's another thing. Like we were discussing earlier, though, before we go, how people believe that retro gaming was the best back in the day, and now we get games like this that. I don't want to sound like a jerk, but this is way better than what we used to get back in the day. That Streets of Rage and stuff. Like you can see the gameplay is smoother. You can see the combos. You can see the bunch of abilities that you get. We didn't get shit like that before. You only get like one combo move that you mash one button and everything happen and that's it. But now you get more complexity in the gameplay. It's like, it has a learning curve and it's more enticing for me than those old games. I mean, those old games during their time were the shit. And they continue to be the shit because they're good still. But they lack the depth of the games that we're getting right now. They lack the smoothness, the graphics, the sweet animations that we get now, right? Because the animations in these games are freaking cool. Like, straight out of a comic book type shit. And it's just like, I don't know, man. I feel like we're in a beautiful spot right now for gaming. I don't know if you've seen the Avatar fighting game. How good that shit look, bro. It looks like I'm watching the show in Nickelodeon, bro. The animations are crisp. It's like, what? It looks like the freaking cartoon, dude. It's just like the same thing. It's just like, wow. And not a lot of people are talking about that game. I think it's going to be underrated, but I think it's dope. And Marvel Talking Fighters too, coming out with amazing graphics and beautiful colors and animations and, and mechanics as well. It's just like, I mean, we are in a beautiful spot for brawlers and fighting games. And I think we recovered for a couple of years that we got it with lackluster. We were depending on Mortal Kombat, Tekken, and Street Fighter. But now we got more games like, like Kings of Fighter, Virtual Fighter is coming out. Now we got Tokon. And the fighting games is popping right now. And I love it because it's like, one of my favorite genres, fighting games, shooters, and RPGs. That's mainly what I play. But, I mean, we eating good. The fighting gaming community is eating good. The button smashers, as I call them. And I don't know, man. I'm super excited for gaming. Super excited. It must be the holiday spirits. They're strong with this one. Boy, man, I just been having a great time. And I can't wait to get back in here, talking with Charles when we come back next week. And, I'm probably going to drop a video too about the whole thing with the what is it like? The next.
I did have an update. Desire, He said that he is going to be working pretty much nonstop with what he's doing between now
Yeah, he
and
said that. We
Christmas.
talked.
He said that if we do a show the day after Christmas, he will be here for that one.
Awesome. I don't know
So
how.
he'll be back.
I don't know if I will have a show after Christmas because I don't know if I'm traveling or not. And that's
Yeah,
the thing that I have to
I did
see.
tell him that.
Yeah, I don't know because now I'm a family man, family guy. Before I wouldn't give a shit about none of that. I'll be like, oh fuck, Christmas, spend it with my family. Day after, I'm right here doing the show. But now I have to spend time with my son, time with the family. It's just a beautiful thing, right? Like I'm not even mad about it. But it's like I have all the things to do now. Before, I could do content. I was saying I used to drop 2 videos a week. Now I dropped a video last month, and this month I haven't dropped a video yet. So that's where we are right now. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hit the like button and subscribe, man, if you're new to the channel. Shout out to all of you guys who came through, man. Shout out to Adidas 20 of me being a member for 20 months. John Threads, the artist. We got a lot of Grizz. Effective 4583. He's back. Demo Flow, the console where it's over. RIP Xbox and RIP PlayStation that got beat by what is it, like a Temu version of Kinect. RIP to everybody because platform wars are on. Shout out to Blood Visions. I see you. Lycos Flip 5, Fendi. Shout out to all of you guys, man. P Lump showed up. We got Limo, Stevie. Bro, we got a lot of you. Got 6 Layer, the Archangel Nexus. Shout out to all of you guys, bro. And much love to you. I'll see you on the next one. It's your boy Devil Flow checking out. 305. 305.
Yeah.
Es la zona, papi.
La zona.
El ghetto.
El ghetto.
Ghetto.
Centro
Devil Flow
Ana.
Gaming, yo. Centro Ana. This is how we're gonna do it.
El Escuadrón,
Because
papi.
some shit, bro.
Ese.
Because
Ese.
there's a lot of capping going on. Capping. Woo! A lot of capping going on, all the ponies in denial.
Woo!
PS5 Pro flopping hard, rotting in the aisle.
Yeah.
How can Xbox be dead with this many shows a year? New Series X out here, all white like Britney Spears.
Woo!
Black Ops 6 about to drop, I'm gonna be swimming in your tears.
Nah.
What's with the poor begging? I'll be getting in my ears. Pony, shout it up. Go
Fly.
play Astro
Blow,
Boy.
blow, blow.
Start coming to my shows, getting toxic in the chat. Yeah, all the Sony centric shows can't keep Xbox out their mouth because Sony got no games. They're going through a drought. They bought into PC because Concord left them broke. The PS5 Pro is a 4070. I never heard a bigger joke. Digital function on that crack. Yeah, they got Sony back. Too little of that Diddy baby oil dripping out their backs. I put on for the community and keep shit on lock because ponies had their fun, but we gotta get them back. Sony drop one game a year, DOL one and done. All the ponies playing Xbox with the fire sticks and phone. They're for begging words for Indiana Jones. So keep crying for Xbox games in their basement all alone. Sony drop one game a year, DOL one and done. All the ponies playing Xbox with the fire sticks and phone. They're for begging words for Indiana Jones. So keep crying for Xbox games in the basement all alone. Pony Buzz can get it too. He say he bleed green but his eyes blue. Dilek need to catch a flight first class in JetBlue. The other dude made a game pass on, so we thinking he rocking on. Then he traded his PC card for the damn PS5 Pro. They be too sweet with these ponies. They be chilling with these ponies. I can rock with these ponies cause I don't play with my money. The karma working quick, losing exclusive with high speed. PS Plus in the dirt and the PC is just P. Xbox got it going on and you can lie all you want. All these first parties coming out like doo-doo in your pants. Mary Jane getting mad, gotta work getting mad. You can cry all you want, I survive getting mad. Calm down. Vaya con Dios. My ponies.
Yeah.
Demo Flow Gaming, Poppy. Hey, we back at it again. I know the day, I know the drop. Let's get it. Hey, like and subscribe to the channel. We're doing this for the community. It's all games, man. We love video games. Stop crying about games going to all the platforms, y'all. Stop doing it. More people get to play the game. Maybe give these people who made the game a chance so they don't lose their jobs. That's what I'm trying to say, y'all. Relax. It's all love. It's all pony love. Demo Flow Gaming, papi. Hey, shout out to the gaming familia. So mi gente DR, la gente PR, USA, the whole country. Hey, Centro Ana, Cuba, mi saludo lindo para mi gente ahí del barrio. Oye, Andrés, te llevo. Contino. Dímelo, K-Lo. Papi, estamos en otra lea. Campo. Blo, 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 blo. El escuadrón, papi. It got records for life.